questions for coach.
What do you have to say with regards to overall performance of FC Goa and personally how you feel FC Goa this season?
Yeah, I think overall it's been a positive season. Still think we're kind of disappointed that we couldn't have finished higher up the table in the league, but I think overall it's a big improvement from where the club's been in the last few years. But we still have a lot to do. You know, we're very ambitious now, and we want to finish the season with a trophy. That was our aim at the start of the year, and we're in a position now where we're fighting for a trophy at the end of the season, and we want to get through to the final now in the next week.
Tomorrow is one of the most crucial match and against one of the biggest rivals of FC Goa. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. When you get to this stage of the competition, you're going to be playing against good teams. They're going to be tough games against strong teams, but we know we're a strong team as well. And I think if we play well and play our capabilities, we've proven this season we can be a match for anyone. So yeah, we're confident that if we bring our levels to the game, we have a great chance of getting through to the final.
Carl, how is the overall morale in the team ahead of this first game?
Yeah, it's good, of course. We came through a tough game against Chennai. The playoff games, I played in it last year as well. It's a tough game. It's always going to be a dangerous game, you know. But I thought we showed a lot of resolve and character in the second half as well to come through and get the result. And yeah, we're confident. We have more or less a fully fit squad, and everyone's fighting for places. And yeah, we're confident we're in a good run of form going into these semi-finals.
Carl, this is your fourth ISL semi-final in a row. You qualified with Mohun Bagan for in the 2021, 22 and 23 seasons. And out of the previous 3 occasions, you qualified for the final twice. So on that note, as one of the senior members of this FC Goa team, who are also looking to seal a place in the spot in the final for the first time in 4 or 5 years, how would you want the team to approach the 2 legs of the semi-final clash?
I just think we just have to focus on what's in front of us. Is the game tomorrow night. You know, we're playing against a good team in the league. It's going to come down to small details and small margins over the 2 legs, and we just need to be focused on what's in front of us in this game, and yeah, just focus on the small details, try and bring our best performance, and I think it'll give us a great chance.
And do you feel it's good that FC Goa are playing the first leg at home, because playing under familiar conditions in front of your team's fans, etc., it could help set the tone easily, and maybe when the team wins, it puts a certain amount of pressure on Mumbai as they host the reverse fixture. So is that right? What do you feel about this?
I don't know. I don't think you can think too much into what's better. Would you rather play home first or away first? You know, we've got a game tomorrow at home against Mumbai, and we just have to focus on that. Try and do the best we can in the game, get the best result we can, and then we'll worry about the second leg after. I think the key in these games is you can't look too far ahead. You have to focus on what's in front of you, and that's what I'm sure we're going to do in the next few days.
Any more questions for Carl? We'll move on to questions for Coach now.
Coach, you have been talking about the reaction that you have required from the team at different stages. But now going into the semi-final, perhaps a big improvement would be necessary, taking on a daunting task that Mumbai City FC is going to pose.
Yes, the improvement is there. The thing is that the games in the playoffs are completely different than in regular season. We checked the other day. Our games against Chennai in both games in ISL were the regular season were completely different than the other day. You know that the other day you have to win or you go home. Then, well, these are the knockout competitions. Now we will face a strong side, but my feeling is that will be very equal games, because even in the competition, in the regular season, we drew both games. In fact, they have 2 more points, but the reality is that they got the same points than us. They have 2 more because the mistake of Yanchetru. But I think that usually the games that I played not only this season, former seasons against Mumbai are good games. Tactically, they are a good team with good players, individual good players as a collective. Always, I also. And let's see. But I think that we are in a good moment. And again, it's a game that can be. It's not a game of 90 minutes. It's a game of at least 180 if there is no extra time. Then we need to manage all these situations. When you are winning, when you are losing, when nothing is happening during the game, we need to manage all the situations.
Does the approach differ for the home leg and the away leg? What would be the approach?
I have the experience. I played against Cal last season in the semi-final, and was 0-0 and 0-0, and there were good moments for Mohun Bagan or ATK in that moment. Good moments for Hyderabad. Moments where nothing happened in the game, and I think that is about this. It's about to control. If you, for example, if you score a goal, okay, very good, but keep going. No, if you miss a chance, okay, forget this chance and let's go for the next action. Finally, is usually the mental, the team who is mentally stronger mentally, usually is the team who qualify for the semi-final, in this case for the final.
Coach, last two league matches versus Mumbai City were draw. So what do you expect from the Mumbai City in the level?
Similar. They are. It's true that they changed the coach in the middle of the competition. In fact, the new coach, the first game was here in Goa, and in that moment, I remember that they were playing with five in the back, with three centre backs. Now they changed. They are playing more offensive style, not offensive, another system more than offensive. But the players are practically the same. Then we know they have half national team coach and national team players. They have good foreigners, but we are a very competitive team and we have good players. And I repeat again, you always when you speak about the opponent, you always expect a good opponent, but finally it's more about your team than about the opponent.
Coach, we have seen it. FC Goa is stronger at home, while if you eventually in the second leg, FC Goa has won almost all the match and lost early against Northeast at home. But with regards to Mumbai, we have seen that there's a draw, there's a win, there's a loss when they are away. Your thoughts on that? Do you think FC Goa will be much more stronger at home?
We lost 3 games in a row. The only 3 games that we lost were consecutive, and 2 were at home. Then we lost more games at home than away. It's true that with the draws we got more points at home than away, but this is completely different. It's the same than the other day. Before we played the other day against Chennai in the quarter final, we beat them 4-1 in the Durand Cup, 3-0 in Chennai, 4-1 the other day, 4 days before, and the other day was completely different. My feeling is that we deserve to win, but if you check the statistics, was very equal. The game in terms of shoots, in terms of chances, even possession was more for us, but was 43-47. Then was a equal game. Then you don't know tomorrow. Maybe in the minute 10 there is a red card, and this changed completely the story of the not only the maybe 2 games is different. Then you need to know how to manage every situation in the game. You need to be calm, but you need to be brave in the same moment. And now we don't have to change too much, because if we are here, it's true that I have the feeling that we could win the shield, but we were fighting till the end. That means that is a good season. But tomorrow is completely different. Completely different. Tomorrow and day after, and 29 will be the same, because I think that in Mumbai will decide the team who qualifies.
FC Goa goalkeeper Dheeraj has looked very shaky, and probably even the defense comes under a lot of pressure when he is a lot shaky, like we've seen in the last. So is it about confidence? Or
well, in the last game was he made a mistake in the goal and they scored. But for all of you that you love the statistics, with Dheeraj we didn't lose one single game. It's 6 wins and 2 draws. Then, Dheeraj is a great goalkeeper. Was in the national team, was one of the best goalkeepers in the Asian Champions League. I think that he's very young. In some moments, you need to learn about these mistakes, and if you learn, if he learns, he will be a very good goalkeeper. If he doesn't learn, he will play in a league in 2 years. This is professional football. It's like this. It's the improvement, but it's not only with Dheeraj, it's with Ardi, but with Ritik and with all the goalkeepers. He knows that if you make mistakes, but the problem is that he chose to be goalkeeper. Then, because the other day, maybe some players even they made more mistakes than Dheeraj. I don't know. It's an example, but they play, I don't know, winger or midfielder or right back, and you are not. It doesn't matter, or nothing happen if this mistake, the mistake of the goalkeeper is usually is goal for the opponent. No? But we are satisfied with the goalkeepers that we have. It's true that in the first part of the league, as they play very good, in some moments he was little down. We changed the goalkeeper and let's see, because even Ritik is a goalkeeper with a great future.
Coach, FC Goa has won all five matches, last 5 matches. So your comment on your backline, because they have performed very well in these last 5 matches. So what do you think about your backline?
Yeah. This is like the life of the coach. I remember this press conference after 6 games without wins, and now it's after 5 wins in a row. Of course, that we prefer 5 consecutive wins, but this doesn't mean that tomorrow we will win. Yes or yes, we will win if we play a good game. It's not important if we won the last 5 games. It's true that if you win 5 games, the mood in the ground, in the training sessions, is better. Of course, that when you are in a bad moment, no? But this is in all the teams in the world. This is, for example, this is the reason that for me is hardest, is correct, more hardest, harder to train. Yeah, more tougher. Sorry. To train one team who is fighting for the relegation, than one team who is fighting for because in the relegation you have to be all the time with a strong mentality, pushing every training session, especially if you are a small team. But when you are in these situations, you want to win, of course, but you have to enjoy. No? If you don't play. In fact, we are here. When we arrive in July, we are here to play these kind of games.
Any injuries to any player? Do you have all players available?
No. Again, no. It's, we are very satisfied with all the medical staff. Of course, Jose, strength and conditional coach, I know him. I'm working with him a lot of years. I know him perfectly, because there are a lot of teams with big injuries. Some of them are bad luck, obviously. but we are in this issue. We are very satisfied because during the season we didn't have a lot of players in the same moment. Of course, some problems, yes, but we have all the 25 players. They are available for tomorrow.
Coach, after the league stage, the count of yellow cards also reset. So now we had like 4 players on 3 yellows and all that, but now that has reset. Does that give you a bit of a relief or something, because now it's possible to once again think a little more freely in terms of team selection, etc.?
No, because we have 2 players now.
Yeah, Jay and Carlos.
Jay and Carlos, if they
get one more,
they have to rest in the next game.
Yeah.
Then before was 4, now
Yeah.
now it's 2. It's the same situation, but for 2 players. But now we are in the last part. Now, if we need to risk, we will risk. Now we are not. It's not the same than in the last games in ISL, where you have to check this player better if he can arrive to the first game, to the last game. Now we need to play with all the players, even risking if there is a second yellow card. Again, keep calm, because we will play Mumbai with 11 players for sure.
Coach, and also there is a lot of talk about the ISL Cup itself and FC Goa's chance of winning the cup, because if they do so, it's history for the club and all that. Surely the team also hopes to achieve it. But what do you think is the right way to approach this? Like, is it right to like just take things step by step, or do you work with the bigger goal in mind?
No, it's obviously step by step. If we are thinking where will be the final against Mohumban or Odisha, maybe on 29 we are with the baggage in the airport. Then I think we have to be focusing in tomorrow's game. The first part, tomorrow is the first half, and we have the second half in Mumbai, and again we need to know that step by step and manage all the minutes in the correct way.
This is the 7th time FC Goa made it to the semi-finals. There's a feeling that the club hasn't, achieved that kind of winning mentality or that ruthless streak. It seems like they are vulnerable to a lot of pressure. They become shaky. Have you tried to work on the psychological aspect?
Yeah, every coach try to work in a psychological way, but the thing is, my opinion is that these competitions are completely different. Then one team can be very, very good in the regular season. Maybe they can be the best team, but in one knockout competition, okay, semi-final still, because you have 2 games, but the former game and the final, if you have a good day, bad day, you can be the champion or not. And I know that one, I don't know when it was, I know that Goa lost one final, winning 2-1 practically in the last minutes, and they lost 3-2. Okay, and these small details, because the reason Goa doesn't have one playoff, no? But these kind of things happen. In fact, the only tournament that we won, we equalized the game in the 88 with the only goal that Tabora scored in his life. Then, he scored another one in ISL. But I love this guy. I don't want to. That seems that I am speaking. But I say that in one player that you don't expect that he can score, he scored this day, and everything can happen in a game. Even let's see. But the feeling is that we arrive in a good moment, and the feeling is that we are completely convinced that we can qualify for the final.
Coach, this is your 3rd playoff as a coach in India. On personal level, how you feel the achievements?
It's easy to arrive to the semi-finals in the playoffs. Now, seriously, it's completely different. Completely different. Now I am in a new club, bigger club than my former club. That was for me an incredible achievement because nobody expected that we won the tournament, and now I have the feeling. I told you in every training, in every press conference. For me, Mohun and Mumbai. I am from Spain, are Real Madrid and Barcelona. Maybe we are Goa, and Goa is like Atletico de Madrid. That is like the third team. But of course, that we have possibilities to beat them. But every season is different. For example, last season when we drew nil, and okay, we were disappointed, but more or less my feeling is that ATK was little better than us during the games. Then in the penalty takers, they qualify because they shoot better the penalties than us. But sometimes it's again small details, be focused, manage the situation. There will be moments that we will be better than Mumbai, moments that Mumbai will be better than us, moments that nothing will happen. It's about manage the situation in every moment. Don't disconnect during the games.
Brandon scored a wonder goal the other day. So do you think the timing of that goal has beautifully set the team up for the semi-final stage? That quality goal.
I think that we have the most clear example about how important is the head. He was searching, he missed clear chances. I don't need to speak about Brandon. I think everyone knows that he's a top player in India. And it was strange for me that he didn't score one single goal. And finally, when he scored and he could dedicate to his father, and was very emotional moment. And then he's playing with a lot of confidence. I don't think, even with foreigners, that there are foreigners that they can do, because the people only watch the goal, the moment of the shoot, but the control when he doesn't touch the ball and dribble the player without that he didn't touch the ball in that moment. I didn't see too many Indian players doing this, even foreigners, doing this kind of control, because he controlled the ball without touch the ball. He surpassed one player, dribble, and then the shoot was in the top corner. Sometimes you kill Goan Varta and you don't score, but it was a great goal, and we are very satisfied, happy, not only for him, was very important. The goal, finally, if you see, the score was 2-1. That is the goal that qualified the team for the semi-final.
Any more questions? All right.